Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Talos Principle, I think. There's stars I haven't gotten, but I'm not getting those stars. I might get them later, but I'm not getting them right now. How does this work? -1. 0. Is
You
that
have
it?
proven
This looks like there's
yourself
room for
worthy,
more.
child, and this gate shall be forever open to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Seek now the other worlds I have given
The
you,
other
that you may
worlds.
attain even greater mastery and bring glory to
So
your
there's an A,
kind.
B, and C. Does it go all the way to Z?
But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the
Blah,
end of
blah,
your
blah. I will
generations.
go up the tower if I please. So silence yourself, or I will silence you, Elohim. Eem? What? Is there a way over there? Am I going to get parkour powers, or a better double jump? Because I have a double jump, but it's just not very good. You can kind of see my double jump in action. Oh, there's a bee. And what this? It has numbers. Well, let's go back into A for now. There's C. I could start B right now, but I'm going to do A. How do I do A? Can... Hello? Athena 12, sure, open Athena. The Great Bronze Bulls, generations of gods and demigods. Rome. Roman Empire, catastrophic. Wealth. Cool. Is that the Great Tower? I do want to ascend that later, but let's go into B. Another? Okay. The great irony, vital resource. We've lost texts that were completely essential. Even plagiarisms remained? Well, guess it goes to show plagiarism's good. Okay. Cool. Remember, if you plagiarize, it might last longer than the original works. Degree... A story of a dying man who asks about the afterlife. Cool. And I have all the pieces here for this one. We'll need one right there. Then we'll need... I'm going to go ahead and guess that I want that there. Oh dear. A different shape then. I need to leave a different shape. See, we're getting a little closer there if we do this. Not fully there, mind you, but a little closer. And now we have it. It's interesting how this is... It's almost like going in the other parts of Portal, where there's just pathways that are more disused, unmaintained. Probably because GLaDOS couldn't go into them. -1.
A new land stands before you, my child.
Indeed it does.
And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty.
But yeah, we'll
As you walk
go
amongst
to the
these
Forbidden
tombs,
Tower.
consider all those who came before
And
you,
we'll
and how
enjoy
they
going to the Forbidden
serve the
Tower
greater
later.
purpose of which you are also part.
We're going to do whatever we want. We might find some nice food and eat it there. We're going to have so much fun. Well, I can't make that yet. I'm assuming I'll get the pieces for that here.
I have
Another
promised you
eternal life.
But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose
No.
greater than themselves. All else is decay.
Keeps telling you? Yep,
So it
forbidding
was
you.
written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
I'll climb when I'm good and ready. How many do just as they're told without stopping to think for themselves? Maybe you're different. We're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs tower. Do you really think so? Nope, in fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there, only to see what you find. It must be something juicy if it's forbidden. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in, run interference. Whatever you do, do take care. You bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. You don't like to say his name, do you? But yeah, obviously the game's going, hey, don't go in the tower as a way of telling you go into the tower. I get the impression that that's an endgame area, so even if I go in there, I won't be able to do much. So I need to probably gather some supplies first. Dying man, the dead, blah blah blah. Got it, lyrics. Cool. Don't know about anyone else, but I'm afraid of dying, but I don't see there's any way to believe in afterlife. I want to be immortal. Cool. Well, here's the first one. I wonder how we're going to change up the puzzles. Because admittedly, the first set of puzzles were overall incredibly easy. Is there... Oh, I see. There's another. And another. Well, we'll put those there in preparation. I need to get those all the way around. Or do I? I probably need to get them all the way around. But the murder bot there is going to be obnoxious about it, isn't it? So that's probably step one. Placing one in the way of the murder bot so it doesn't interrupt my work. Didn't I have another conductor? Or was that other conductor in there? It was... Shoot. Okay. That might be a problem, depending on how fast this charges. There we go. I was expecting it to be a slower charge. That charge is slow. There's no way I'm finishing in time. Well, that was expected already. I was expecting it to be that way, so... I'm trying to think. What if... Hear me out. I grabbed this one. Moved it over here. Except this time I choose these three. Right, now this one's redundant. And since that one's redundant, boom, easy. If the rest of the puzzles are this simple, we'll get through this world with no difficulties. What? Oh. So I guess that's a clue that walking up is going to be more important here. Let's go on to the next one. But, yeah, the game was encouraging me to question Elohim. And honestly, I don't care. I'm here for a puzzle game. I'm going to assume this isn't a GLaDOS deal. Is it possible they have ulterior motives? Probably. Honestly, I'm expecting they're just going to go with some cheesy line. But, yeah, all in all, I do want to go to the tower just because they're saying don't. That must mean that I should. They're basically, if they say don't, that's a fancy way to say do. Now, I think it'll charge if I just... No. Pity. I must be missing something. Also, I need a red charge here. Who the heck knows how I'd get a red going here? I wonder. Well, give me a moment. Let me solve this puzzle first, and then I'll try to figure out the red. What? Oh. So maybe this time I'll get it? Yeah, there we go. Now I have to wait until it lets me free a pause button. Okay, so here's where I have to get a little crazy. The level I just did was over here, right? Let's try something. This one isn't required. So let's get experimenty. Bingo. So I did legitimately figure that out, if you're wondering. I saw in another puzzle when I was looking at the comments, someone mentioned that you can use it through the purple doors. So it stood to reason that I could use it through the purple doors here. That really is satisfying figuring out. What? I hear a computer over there. Why is there computer? Okay, I hate how this game is like a fake jump system. If you're going to let me hacking jump, let me hacking jump. Alright, what do you want, MLA? Okay. I don't think any of these are... Because the game's gonna go with the literal sense. A pebble can be older, right? But what is age in the face of a pebble? What is age in the face of it? What is alive? You have the reasonable person definitions. We'll go with alive, but it's probably gonna go, oh, but what is alive? And you know, depending on how you look at it, a pebble is as live as a tree. Oh, they're not going to comment on it? Okay. Allegedly, trees can feel pain, so what is conscious? Frogs and trees can both be green. But you know what? I'll say most people do not eat trees. There are people who will eat tree bark, though I've never heard tree bark praised for its tastiness. But there can be other things in trees which do taste good. But sure, we'll say frogs. Okay? A frog is conscious, but a tree is not. Okay, let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Nothing. Frogs are people too. Well, it's not inconsistent with what you said earlier. If all something has to do is be a person is to resist decay, then every living creature is a person. How about we strike a deal? I'll agree that animals are every bit as valuable or pointless as human beings. You agree that there are some activities persons are capable that frogs are not, because if frogs are people, then the certification program is radically unfit for purpose. No deal. I'm sorry, you want administer privileges, you're just gonna have to prove that you're in some way distinguishable from a lower amphibian. What I'd like to put to you is the important difference between you and a frog is that you are rational, you are self-aware, that is what makes you a person. Let's take stock. I think we can technically conclude two things. A person must be rational or self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do is help resolve your problem, is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Well, I would like to say that I am aware of me. I tend to agree with you that your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious, okay, this is way more enjoyable than the lore. Just annoying a computer AI that pretended to be dumb. Like, come on, you really think the computer didn't understand what I was saying when I was messing with it? When it can speak like this? No matter whether or not you are conscious seems to be rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? Consciousness is what separates us from animals? No. Consciousness is the feelings and senses. Consciousness is far out of my area of expertise. Consciousness is what it's like to be me. What is consciousness? Well, you have consciousness in the sense of being awake, and then you have what we can refer to as conscious thought. So then that means if conscious thought and unconscious thought are separate things, conscious action is something you're actively, it's intent. It is awareness and intent. Ergo, I don't say it's any of these, so I'm going to go with far out of my area of expertise. Consciousness is another word for soul, no. No. If you knock an animal out, it's unconscious. If you wake up an animal, it's conscious. What you're thinking for another word of soul, and granted people probably different definitions, would be more of not even a sense of self, but how do I say? What would I consider to be soul? Soul is supposed to be a more powerful form of self. Rather than conscious, it's supposed to be something a step past conscious. That's where I'd probably say it's outside my area of expertise. But yeah, I would say that consciousness and soul are similar, but I would say soul is a level past that in terms of concept. But anyway, beyond the laws of physics that connects to soul, no. Consciousness is made of neurons and complex functional system. You know what? Let's go with this because, or no, complex, because then it's a computer. Yes, let's do that. What do you mean? A complex functional system can be a computer, you dummy. That doesn't make any progress. It doesn't make one bit of progress. Ha. Okay, so I have to remember. I love freedom, and animals are people. Those are like my two important character traits that I've established. I established others, like humans are negative entropy or something. Or, not negative, but they cause entropy. Right? Or are they creatures that don't decay? Maybe that's what they mean by don't decay. Is that negative entropy, because we but our bodies are dying. Let's not worry about it. Besides, it doesn't apply specifically to me since I'm a hat. Although fire can have entropy. But the role of mutation, evolution, mutations and error, correct? Yeah. A piece of information. It's accidentally doubled or combined. Yeah, yeah. Result is a bug. I can't believe I'm reading. I didn't think I would enjoy the lore. This part's actually kind of neat. Sometimes new information is functional, giving it an advantage. Though, generally, mutations won't. Like, yeah, sometimes it's an advantage. You'll always hear about the mutations. Like, they mutated, now they're really overpowered. In actuality, to my understanding, mutations are far more likely to either do next to nothing or to give a disadvantage. Because when you think, there's like only a couple things you might be able to get better at, right? There are tons of ways, but there are only a couple things you can get better at. There are so many things that you can become worse at. But anyway, let's see. And in which a case, there's a much higher chance of being passed down. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, yeah, how long it takes for such a mutation to spread, this process gives you just an amazing insight in how vast the genetic history of each living organism is. It is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. Actually cool. Capacity. EL is ridiculously Elohim? Bazillion tons of space. Evolution. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force has driven them to suddenly change. I'm assuming they mean when someone uses the word evolve for adapt, though you could say a person adapting is quote-unquote evolving as a person. I wouldn't personally critique that usage. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time in response. That is true, but if a bunch of people use a word incorrectly, as opposed to its intended meaning, it gets a new meaning. Even a new meaning can be localized, it can be spread. Anyway, an individual coincidentally is a trait that allows it to deal with a challenge more effectively, more likely to pass. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. I did reading, but I need puzzles. I need puzzles. Well, let's start here. So far, the puzzles over here have been pathetically easy. Well, maybe not pathetically, just painfully easy. Like, look at this. Boom. I'll probably have to move that later when I figure out where I need something, but yeah, like here. Actually, I'm not even sure I have to move it. I can just put that there, that there. Okay, I will have to move something, but that's easy enough because I already know what I need to move. All I have to do is move that, and then... Actually, I could probably move this even further back. Let's just move this as far back as possible so I have more room to work with. And then... Can I not get in a place where they both are being looked at? Well, I can right here. The problem being that that interferes with the beam. What a dilemma. Let's think for a second, because obviously I'm tackling this incorrectly. Bingo. Yeah. aiming this in a way where everything connects is easy. But getting something in here is where I'm confused. Okay, we'll start with something simple. I need to be in a place where these two can connect. Now, I need to be in a place where these two can connect. Easy. You see, I just confuse myself, but then when I ask the right question, I can get to the right answer. It's just a matter of not asking myself the right question. Really? Whoa, 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 whoa. I see. Am I stuck? Yup. I need to hold it. Okay. I get it. I was a little too rushed. Little too rushed. I thought that I would have potentially have a problem, but the game's never punished me for that before, so I just went, I'll probably be fine. I'll probably be fine. That's been how the game's worked, other than a few weird situations. Anyway, there's only one more here, and we're actually through. Considering the fact I spent most of my time reading, this has been a pretty easy stage. Let's stun that one really quick. And then we'll just let that one go kill something or other. Or is it not going to kill? Wow, I genuinely thought it would kill one of those. Wonder what happens if I just run across full speed. What does this do? Okay. Oh dear. Oh wait, there's a thing here. Well, I have a cube, right? So I can probably just bring the cube over. Or can I... Real? Well then. There's an easy solution. Disable. And then disable. Hurry up and get over here. Oh, this is taking forever. Couldn't you move faster? I knew this would come in handy. Can't climb. Carry kind of nonsense. Like, I'd already be done with this level if this wasn't the slowest thing in the world. It'd be faster if I could just bring my items over, but no. Collective. What? Hello? Are you okay?
Cease!
Cease?
In the time of your ancestors, there were
Okay.
those who did not choose the path of faith.
Okay.
You do not need to fear their ghosts.
Cool.
Fear only that you may become like them.
So I should be afraid of those ghosts, is what you're saying. Anyway, I have enough for the fan now, so that'll probably be added to the levels. I think you might be right. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good stopping point, so I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.